This is always a big, big question. What do we do with blinds and what do we do with lights? Okay? As you might expect, there is no agreement on what to do with this. The recommendation is this. If you ask New York State Police, we'll use New York for an example, they say leave the blinds alone, leave the lights alone, go into the safe zone. If you look on the federal level, they say leave the blinds alone, shut the lights off. The issue here is that if you go to shut those blinds, where do you have to go? Okay? You have to go into an area that is probably not safe, and it takes a long process to do that, typically. Leave them alone. Don't worry about the outside right now. Get into that safe zone in your buildings. As far as the lights go, typically the light switch is by the door. The door is going to have to be shut, so shutting the light should not be too much of a time-consuming process. If it requires you to put yourself in harm's way, leave the lights alone. But what we're trying to do is what? What are we trying to make our rooms look like? They're unoccupied. We want the rooms to look unoccupied. Is the bad guy foolish enough to think, wow, this is weird, it's a school day and nobody's in this building today? No, but by putting that person and taking away those soft targets and making those rooms look unoccupied, let them think about it and keep moving on and on and on. Question always comes up is, well, we cover the window on our doors all the time. Some schools have gone through the process of putting a red card on their door in the window if there's a problem in the room, and a green card if everything's A-OK. Do you think that the bad guy also is not privy to the fact of, well, if I see a red card or a green card, somebody must have put it there, so somebody's obviously in that room right now? Probably a big red flag. The other one is to slide the card under the door saying, we're good, we're good, we're good, so that when the emergency responders come into that building, they say, oh, this is the red room, someone's injured in here, so we're going to go into this room first. Well, they know that too. So leave the glass typically as it are. Again, you need to check with your local police department to find out how do they want the building to look like. How do they want this to be handled? Because they're the ones responding to your buildings. Typically, though, leave the glass on your door as it is, unless you don't have a safe zone in your room, in which case you have to conceal. Leave the blinds as they are, shut the lights off.